Today in the shop we are looking at a 2023 Lincoln Navigator that's displaying a system off to save battery message on shutdown. So the customer is getting the system off to save battery message on the center stack display screen as soon as they turn the ignition off. And I'm going to be using ForScan Lite today to help diagnose this. We've got that battery stated charge pid pulled up from the BCM here, and you can see it's reading 35%. And that is probably the main reason we were seeing our system off to save battery message. As soon as you shut the ignition off, it is looking at the battery voltage and the 35% calculated stated charge on the battery and thinking I need to shed non-essential electrical loads, and instead of giving you the fancy Lincoln logo on shutdown, it's giving you the system off to save battery message. I'm going to use the DVOM and check and see what the battery voltage is, and we are at 12.25 volts. A fully charged battery ought to be 12.7, 12.8 in that range, so we definitely are partially discharged. Next I'm going to start the engine and see what the charging voltage is. And you can see we immediately jump to 12.78. We'll give it just a minute to ramp up the alternator.
A few moments later.
So it's been running for a couple of minutes now, and the computer's got the alternator ramped up to 14.92 volts at the battery. Inferred voltage is 14.86, so we're within a tenth of a volt of the actual reading. We've tested the battery, and the battery tests good, just discharged, so we're going to go ahead and charge that. And as with any of the newer vehicles, if you're not aware, the ground cable needs to be attached to a body ground or after the amp probe at the battery. That way the amp probe picks it up and it can be used in the BCM state of charge calculations.
2 hours later.
So we have the battery fully charged now, we have the key on, the engine off, and the battery charger removed. And you can see our battery stated charge pid is still only reading 45%. Really the only way you should be able to have a fully charged battery and show a low stated charge is if someone charges around the amp probe. But hey, there it is. So we're going to go to the BCM and we're going to reset the battery monitoring system. Okay, I'm going to check the box that says battery monitoring system reset, and then I'm going to click the run button at the lower left of the screen. I'm going to hit OK. Cycle ignition off and hit OK again. Cycle ignition back on and hit OK. Now let's go back to our PIDs and take a look and see what the battery stated charge PID reads. And now we're reading a 90% battery stated charge. So really the only thing left to do is to turn the vehicle on and shut it off and see if our Navigator logo is back on shutdown. If you found this helpful or interesting, please click the like button down below. I got a lot more great stuff coming up, so please subscribe. And as always, have a great week.